Hello everyone and welcome to a sketchbook session. Today I really want to draw and paint with oil pastels because I recently, well actually at the end of last year for my birthday, I got myself a set of oil pastels. They were rather expensive, but as I said, they were for my birthday, so I allowed myself to treat myself. And so I've been experimenting with them for a couple of weeks now, here and there, just very hesitantly getting started with this new media and this new technique. Let me show you what I did so far. So the first, I think this must be the first thing that I drew, yeah. So of course flowers, again, what else? This is the one subject I think I never ever get tired of, really. So this is the first drawing that I did, very sort of easy floral ornament kind of thing. And then I also tried to do animals, which is more or less successful. I don't know, this bird and then this little, what is it called, Seepferdchen. And also this one that I did a couple of days ago, which I quite like. The proportions are not correct. Yeah, so without further ado, let's just get started with a bit of sketchbooking. Hello again, voice over me here. I just want to chat a bit and guide you through the process. So as I said before, I only recently got these oil pastels and I'm very new to this medium, but I can be a rather impatient person and I didn't watch any tutorials or anything, so I'm pretty much just going for it here and trying to be as intuitive as I can. It's funny how I can do this when painting or drawing, when I'm actually more of a perfectionist in everyday life and think way too much about every single detail. So what I did is choose some reference pictures I keep in these small cheap folders and store mostly pictures that my grandma took, actually. My mum and I went through all of my grandma's albums a couple of months ago, and during that process I selected a few that were mostly landscape pictures that I liked and thought would be useful for reference. And I can tell you, so far it really has been such a great resource and so helpful, because to be honest, most of the time I don't really know what to paint or draw and I almost always use reference pictures. And I'm thinking of going through my own photos and get them printed out to put in these little folders to have at hand, because it's just so super useful. As you can probably tell from the footage, I'm trying to be very loose in my style and I'm very much inspired by the Impressionist painters, which is, the Impressionist style is one of my favourites, definitely. I just love how the style is all about the colours and the lighting, so I kind of try to recreate that a bit in my own drawings. Looking back, I'm still mostly happy with the way I approached the sketchbook session, but I think next time I might create a colour palette, because I feel like the different shades of green don't necessarily match too well in some instances, and again I think I was just trying to be spontaneous, or well, maybe I was a bit impatient too, but you know. So after my two initial drawings, I moved on to my smaller sketchbook that has thicker paper so that I could paint a first layer using gouache. And I did this to avoid white gaps, and also because I think it would have been very difficult to paint the sky or the ocean only using oil pastels. And I also just really enjoy mixed media, although I wish paint would dry faster, as it can be a little impatient, as I said, during the painting process sometimes. But throughout the years, I've learned also that, to accept the first stages of my painting and not rush through them, and realise that in the beginning it will not look super interesting. But as you add up layer upon layer, and it just slowly builds in depth, and adding details will make it come alive eventually. So just a little reminder for you and me, patience is key. I also want to mention that for this landscape painting, I added a little bit of pink, not just because I adore this colour, but also to make it look a little more interesting. Because in my opinion, it lacked a little in variety when it came to colours. And I always have to remind myself that my paintings and drawings do not have to be a perfect replication of the reference I'm using, but rather an interpretation. I hope you enjoyed this little sketchbook session with me, and hopefully I could motivate and inspire you to grab your sketchbook and start painting, or maybe you've been painting all along. Please let me know in the comment section down below what you were doing while watching this video. I'm also really curious about your painting technique and style. Have you ever tried oil pastels? Anyway, I always enjoy reading your comments. Have a lovely, lovely day or night, and I'll see you very soon. Bye bye.